like a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units and the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get them figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh, ooh. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Coming up, a rematch of last year's AFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Jaguar defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into Week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And they're going to get him down real short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. 4th down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
11.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Hey, go!
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devin Lloyd gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. Back out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne to about the 40-yard line. The Jaguars had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence. That is caught. And he's brought down. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Pacheco. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action. It's Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trent McDuffie getting the chance to blitz and finishing it off with a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
A 24-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Lawrence will throw. And that is incomplete.
I would say it might be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 8-yard line.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Lawrence down around his goal line. Oh, that is incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. James now to return. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Mahomes to throw once more. And that one too wide and incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he backs it away. First down, incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
11. Silver.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to submit it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Hey,
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught inside the 25.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
It's a throw again as Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack block.
And he lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squat. At least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker, who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Mahomes now to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jaguars' 36-yard line.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their 1st, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Patrick going to change the play. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the rookie from Auburn, Tank Bigsby. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
30 left.
Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
2nd and 5. Now Lawrence. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
8 yards attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Here's Jones. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Moore was crowded out a bit in the KC offense as a rookie, only 250 yards despite high hopes entering the season. A couple of names ahead of him are gone this offseason, so more touches are available if he can make his case for a bigger role.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Called a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Rip, 23.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Open.
Here's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. This offense so far on third down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence staying on his feet. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back,
and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Chiefs 20, Jaguars 3.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Hey, Lion.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Silver.
On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey,
Another run by Bigsby.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Great job.
It's second and 8.
Here we go.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Bigsby.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Red on red.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Fight down these two. Fight down these two.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Yellow.
They'll run for it with Pacheco.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.